You're so chunky.
We are the Rebel Gaming Club, collecting games and having some fun. We are the Rebel Gaming Club. Won't you come join us?
Let's do it.
Rebel Gaming Club Worst Pickup Episode 158.
158. That's a lot.
It is a lot. It's a lot of episodes. And we are a weekly pickup show of all sorts of media varieties. I am Dan, that is Nick. And we're going to have some fun this week. Why is that?
Because we're going to review a board game.
Yep, we're going to review a board game. We got some other cool stuff coming up too that I shot a little bit earlier. And we have some of your pickups at the end of the episode, so stay tuned for that. Right off the bat, let's just get to some thrifting finds, because that's what we like to open up with normally.
Yeah, it's always good stuff too.
First up, I found a bunch of CDs. And normally, you know how it is. You normally don't know these, but these are quality CDs here. And I keep finding them for like 50 cents. And anything for 50 cents that you can collect that you love is a win in my book.
Yeah.
So first up, we got this Peter Tosh CD. And this is like all his best of when he was with the Wailers, with the Scotalites, the Upsetters. So it's a neat find. Reggae legend, Peter Tosh.
Brother of Daniel Tosh.
That's incorrect. Next up we got this Ronnie Lane, How Come? Ronnie Lane was the bass player for The Faces. And he was a wonderful singer-songwriter in his own right afterwards. So to find this was a real magical gem. We found this Def Leppard, Pyromania, which has the hits Rock of Ages and Foolin' and Photograph. Wonderful album. We found Eddie Grant, his greatest hits. You probably know one of Eddie Grant's songs.
Maybe. Throw it at me. What is it?
Electric Avenue?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was Eddie Grant.
Oh, well now I know who actually wrote it.
And my second favorite soundtrack of all time is this Rushmore. This is a Wes Anderson movie. It's his second movie. And it has some wonderful songs, has some original scores on here. If you guys don't know, my favorite soundtrack of all time for a movie is from the movie Angus.
I love that movie.
I love it too.
That was a good movie.
So those are the music pickups. We found some DVDs. We found, well, 3 seasons, the first 3 seasons of The Golden Girls.
I love The Golden Girls. I know a lot of people always look at me weird, but it is so funny.
It's amazing.
So funny.
It's amazing how The Golden Girls at this point still hold up.
Yeah.
Because I watched this shit back in 1986 with my grandmother. She loved the show, so I was just a kid, but even back then I was amused by it and didn't mind watching it.
Oh yeah, I think ever since I first saw it on TV, I was just like, this could be on, and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, and the girlfriend watches it every night before bed, so to find these for $1 a piece.
Oh yeah, can't pass that up.
That's a win right there. But now it makes it to the point where I'm like, I have the first 3, I need the rest of them.
How many are there?
I believe there's 7.
That's a fair amount.
But first 3 were good. Next up, we got some board games.
Love board games.
I love it. When I go out to the thrifts and I find these board games, who's the first person I hit up?
Me.
You're like, son of a bitch!
Whenever I go there, I find Monopoly with like 3 pieces missing, and one of them clearly was stuck up a child's nose. And then he finds like golden gems, and I'm like, oh, alright.
Well, the first one we found was this Ticket to Ride, which I know nothing about other than I could tell by the box that it's got to be something nice because it's actually quality made.
Oh yeah.
The art's nice. You can tell right away it's something special. What can you tell me about this game, Nick?
Well, Ticket to Ride is one of those. It's kind of like Monopoly now, where there's like 1,000 versions of it. You could get like Ticket to Ride Russia, France, 1800, all that stuff. But this is the original. Like, this is the one that said, hey, let's make this. And then it just blew up from there. And the whole point is you just have to connect train, routes and everything, and very simple game. Takes like no time to learn, and you can play for hours with people.
So it's a fun game though.
Yeah, anyone who's a board game collector or gamer, just have it on your shelf, because every time you have a new group of people, at least one or two people will be like, "Oh, let's play Ticket to Ride," and it's a great game.
Awesome. So well, that's a really awesome one to snag up. The next one was this Betrayal at House on the Hill.
That was actually the second board game I ever bought.
That was the second one.
Second one in my collection, and still one of my favorites to this day.
What edition was it? Do you remember?
This one, second edition.
Oh, it is the second edition.
Yeah, second edition. This game is awesome. 1 to 6 people enter a haunted house, and all you have for the map is just like the foyer and the basement. And the whole point is every time you move a character, you say, I'm going to go through this door, and you have a whole stack of tiles. Grab a random one, flip it down. An event might happen. Nothing might happen. And you just have to search through the haunted house. Every couple items you roll some dice, see if the haunt happens, and that's when you have a huge book inside that says, oh, Dan is the killer, and Nick isn't. But we don't know what your objective is, and you don't know what ours is. Oh. And the whole point is you have to do them without anyone knowing. You could even be a vampire, a werewolf, you could be like a ghost and stuff like that.
The game sounds awesome.
Endless replayability.
So this is another must-own in any board game collection.
It's only like $40 or something. Like, it's amazing. It's so good.
Awesome. Well, I found this copy for $2.75. And the last one I found...
Oh, let me make some room, because this is a big boy.
Was this Star Wars Rebellion. And I saw this, and I'm like, God damn, look how big this box is.
So we'll just start off and say it retails for $100. What did you pay for it?
I think that was $5.
You already win. Whether it sucks or not, you win. Like, that's
a victory.
I'd pay $60 for it. Just because, it's kind of older. I'd pay $60. It's awesome.
So it's one of those games where as soon as I saw it, I asked you, I was like, can you tell us a little bit more about this? And then all of a sudden, magically, he turned into a fucking wizard.
Great Sage here with another board game review. Today we are looking at Star Wars Rebellion from Fantasy Flight Games. A 2 to 4 player galactic conquest board game with a playtime of 3 to 4 hours. 1 to 2 people per team of the Rebels versus the Empire in a galactic domination game. The Empire must try to find the Rebel scum base while the Rebels try to destroy the Empire's Death Star before it can blow them up. The box contains over 150 miniatures and a map containing many planets in the Star Wars universe some have never seen before. The miniatures are of high detail quality, and it is a game that all Star Wars fans can enjoy. I don't know how long that was.
Well, so we know a little bit now about Rebellion.
Great game. Anyone who's a Star Wars fan, just pick it up and play it. Pick up the expansion. There's an expansion based on Rogue One. Oh,
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, well, it's perfect.
Actually, there. So that was the thrifting finds this week. Not a bad week.
No.
So I'm still showing off the buy two get two. That's how fucking crazy I went over the sale, which I'm glad I did. I don't regret it at all.
No, I mean for some of the deals on there, how could you like?
Oh no, my Pepsi! Son of a bitch!
Thank God it didn't blow up on the games.
all right. So the buy two get two. First up, we got this Song of the Deep. But what makes this special is it was the limited edition steelbook.
There you go.
Fun game, by the way, too.
Yeah, I never beat it, but it wasn't too bad. I enjoyed it.
Picked up another copy of Fractured Butthole. I beat this. I bought it when it came out, beat it within the week, and traded it back in because I knew there was going to be 1 million copies of this, and I'd be able to get it later on for really cheap, and I did. So I don't regret that.
Not bad.
Did you play the game?
I played the first one, not the Fractured Butthole yet.
Fuck.
Yeah, Stick of Truth was really good though, really good.
This was better, because the strategy elements, it actually was really well done.
Two copies, you say?
What's that?
You have 2 copies.
No, I traded my other copy after I beat it.
I was gonna be like, oh.
We got this Knights of Azure.
Sure. I don't know.
Well, this is a Koei, Tecmo Koei. You know, I think it plays like a hack and slash action RPG type deal.
Maybe. I honestly own the first and second, but they're still wrapped. I haven't even played them.
So yeah, I don't know much about it, but it was part of the deal. We picked up this dragon marked for death because I ordered this online, and unfortunately it came in this generic ass case. Which, that's the risk you take when you order online at GameStop.
I always just want to know, who throws their cases away nowadays?
No, they don't throw their case away. What happens is they keep their case, but they trade in the game, and then they, later down the road, will try to sell that case online. Sometimes they'll bundle them. Sometimes they'll use them as trade bait. That's what happens. I mean, look, I know what I do. You know what you do.
Just keep it together.
Yeah, it depends on the game. If it's like something really crazy and I know that I can probably maneuver later on, I do it sometimes, but not often. Next up, we got Yoshi's Craft World. Once again, it came in the generic case, but I know I'll be able to find a copy at GameStop and swap it out with the original case.
Yeah, and one Switch Game of the Year from us.
Yeah,
just saying.
We found Cave Story. I was shocked when this came complete because I thought for sure that this would be the one that wouldn't.
I've heard a million things about this and I've never played it or even seen what it is.
It was on the 3DS, so I have a loose copy on the 3DS as well, but now I have it complete, and that's real sweet. We got ARMS. This is one of those ones I didn't want to pay $54 for, but at the deal that I paid $22 for.
Yeah.
I feel great about that because it looks like a fun multiplayer game.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, you played it?
Yeah, I bought it on launch day.
Oh, fuck. All right, well.
Yeah, I was a little upset with myself after about 4 hours.
We got Exonic?
I'd probably just say Zonic.
Zonic?
Yeah, that's
this is just a rhythm game. Basic rhythm game. Doesn't look anything crazy, but once again, I wanted to beef up the Switch collection, and that was cheap. That was really cheap. We got Into the Dead 2. I had never heard of this. It's a first-person shooter, and you're shooting fucking all kinds of shit.
But on the back it says there's a Ghostbusters side story mission where you play as Ghostbusters hunting demons.
Yes, I guess you do. We're
gonna have to try that.
Includes Night of the Living Dead side story as well.
How have we not heard about that? It must be really bad if they have those two on there and we still have not heard about it.
I think this was a PC game. It was a Steam game, and then it got ported over to the Switch, and no one's really talking about it. And I saw one copy used, like, in all the GameStops I went to.
I'm gonna have some research to do tonight.
We got this Kirby Star Allies.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I also paid full price, and I was kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
It was too easy.
That's what I heard. You can beat it in like 5-6 hours.
Yeah, and I don't think I ever died. Like, me and the girlfriend played it, and I don't think either of us ever died the whole game, and we were like, yeah.
So this is more for like the collection than I believe than any sort of lasting effect of a game. And we got Demon X Machina. You just got this.
I did. I'm excited. I haven't played it yet, but I hear it's actually like really good.
And this was one of the games you tried to get during the buy two get two, and GameStop fucked you over.
Yeah, and then they have the buy two get one, and they had it, and they didn't fuck me over.
And it was probably that same copy you were trying to get.
It was. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I hate that store.
But it's an exclusive game on the Switch, and as far as mech games go, I don't think there's a ton of them, right?
No, not really. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you guys played it, let us know. Because I want to play it, but if it's bad, I don't really want to waste my time playing it.
Well, you got it now, so...
Yeah.
It's a little too late. A little too late. So, I did a little something earlier. I did some cleaning upstairs, and I figured I'd bring the camera up and show you what I was working on, because I was just thinking about the Wii collection.
Must be nice.
So, let's take a trip upstairs. Hey guys, we're in my living room today. Why? Because I'm putting away some Wii games on my shelf. Normally my couch is sitting right here, so you don't normally, you wouldn't have access into this area, so that's why I don't film in here very often, because it's a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. Anyways, I thought I would take this chance as I was putting some games away on the shelf to talk to you and let you know where I stand with my Wii collection. Currently, right now, I am 6 games away from a complete set. The remaining 6 games are Cyberbike, which maybe some of you know came with an actual exercise bike. To find the game on its own is almost as hard as finding the bike, it seems like. I just looked on eBay, and it looks like there's 2 copies available, and one's for $65 and one's for $80. Do I really want that for my collection? Not really, unless I can find the bike. But, some purists out there will say you need it if you want a complete set. So, whatever. We'll see if I end up picking that one up down the road here. Next one up is Disney's Violetta. This is an odd one. I don't recall how this was released. I feel like the only place you can find them is on eBay, and some buyer or seller has a whole case. I think he's just selling them for like 40 bucks a pop. At least that's the last time I checked. It was right around 40 bucks for a brand new copy. I'll probably end up getting that. That doesn't worry me. $40 seems fair for a Disney kind of rhythm game. Might be kind of fun. The third game I need is Maximum Racing Rally Racer. That's another one of those Maximum Family Games racers that they released. There was a ton of them for the Wii, and they're all kind of pricey. And this one's no different. It's about a $50 to $60 game. Once again, I'm going to need it for that complete set. The fourth one I need is My Personal Golf Trainer. This was one that you couldn't just go to the store, GameStop, and buy it. I think this was off of a website or, an Amazon type deal where it was exclusive, it wasn't in stores, and it will run you about $35. I had the chance to buy one on eBay a few months back for like $25 and I passed on it. Probably should have just popped on it. Fifth game, the most common game and the one that should be the easiest one to find, is Planes, Fire and Rescue. For some weird reason, it's really difficult to kind of find a complete copy on the Wii. But when you do find a complete copy, it's only about $15, so I'm not worried about that one. I'll come across that. The last one is going to be the biggest nightmare of all these, and that is Veggie World. I'm not sure who released and published it. It might have been like UFO or one of those small companies that released very limited, and their games were real shit for the most part. Veggie World, I think, is some sort of shmup, I do believe. And at the current time that I checked last, which was last night, the cheapest copy was about $160. So that doesn't make me feel very good. And there was only 2 or 3 copies, and I want to say they were all sealed. So whatever, I'll take a sealed copy. I'd rather have it open though, because I'm sure it's not a great game. Now the real question's gonna be, how am I gonna acquire these last 6 games? Well, I put some thought into it. I have 3 options. First option, I just buy the game. I go on eBay, pay what they're asking. That's not really what I want to do, so that should be the last option. Option number 2, I find it out thrifting. It's possible. You never know. You can go to pawn stores. The pawn shops seem to be a good place to find these kind of shovelware games that are worth a lot, but they sell them for really cheap. I've found a handful of games at this one pawn shop that were very underpriced. I think $5-6 a piece, and they were like $50-60 games. So that's the second option. That's probably my favorite option. Third option, I make a trade. that's kind of realistic, because there's enough people out in the community. I know enough people through Rebel Gaming Club and other awesome channels out there that we're all hunting constantly. And my thought is, a lot of those, I mean, the last 6 games, most people wouldn't want necessarily in their collection unless you're going for a complete Wii set. They're almost pointless to have. So I'm hoping that's pretty much what happens. Another person out there watching is like, hey, I have one of those games. Let's work out a trade. I have enough doubles of good titles that you would want to have in your collection. And that's the hope. That is the hope. But either way, we'll get there. It's no race. This is a marathon. This is a collection I've been working on for the last 6-7 years. So what's another year tops? I hope it doesn't take that long, but if it does, that's okay. I'm gonna get back to putting this stuff on the shelf right now, and well, I guess we'll probably get back to the episode right now. But yeah, I'm gonna grab these games. Yeah, so I'm 6 games away from my Wii collection.
That's exciting.
And I'm hoping I can trade for at least a few of those Wii games I need. Because Veggie World is $160. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. I can't. God, I can't. I'm saving money right now to try to buy a house. There's no way I can pay.
160 is so. That's ridiculous.
No, but I'm sure, I'm hopeful one day someone will come across it and we can work out some sort of deal. Because I got all kinds of stuff to trade.
Yeah, you guys should see this room. He's got stuff.
I got stuff. Last bit of pickups here. We did some ordering. Offline.
Well,
Got a package right here. This is off of eBay. And this is the last tactical game that I needed on the DS. And this is Heroes Saga. Oh, motherfucker.
Heroes Saga Tactics.
Oh, we're skipping out Leviathan 10? Oh. Well,
yeah.
It's alright, because I'm going to show photos of it, so you're going to see it, and you can try to read it. And don't judge us.
Yeah.
Because we can't read.
Not very well, anyway.
God.
Yes.
Either way, it's sealed up, and it was $20, and that's exactly the price that I wanted to pay.
Well, there you go.
It looks sexy. It's a grid-based tactical strategy.
Oh, I love those.
And I love the art, so there we go.
That's from Axis.
It is Axis. They make some decent stuff. Last pickup. I saw this right around Christmas. This is how long I've been sitting on this. And I bought this game at launch, and motherfucker, I got screwed. 30 bucks down the drain. I played it for like 10 minutes. I'm like, I had no clue what I'm doing. And then I saw the collector's edition for $25.
Oh.
So I figured I could trade in my copy for at least $8 and kind of split the difference. But this is a collector's edition for 8-bit armies.
That's pretty. I like the box.
Yeah, the box looks nice. And I mean, the collector stuff in here is really cheesy. It's probably just as generic and cheap as the game is.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a real-time strategy that doesn't tell you how to play it. And yeah, that's about it. And it'll probably stay sealed up because there's no real reason to open this bad boy up.
Yeah. But it does look nice.
Yeah, it does look nice. It will look good on the shelf. Well, there's my pickups, but you know what? You guys have been submitting your videos, and actually we got quite a few videos, so this is going to take us a few weeks to get through all the videos, but this week we're going to feature 2 of your pickups. So first up, we're going to show friend of the channel, Lincoln. He sent his music pickups, so let's take a look at those right now.
Okay.
Hey Rebel Gaming Club, Dan said he wanted more pickup submissions, so here's my music pickups. Got this Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. This is Shine Down, Attention Attention. Went to see them live last year. They were amazing. Got Threat to Survival by Shinedown. Those are amazing. They have so many hits on them. Metallica's Black Album. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell. Michael Jackson's Thriller. Walk Among Us by Misfits. And Headed to Hell by River City Rebels. Thanks for watching my music pickups, and good night.
Alright, Sage, I would ask you for your input on Lincoln's pickups, but you're not going to be able to. What I can say is that Misfits record is sweet. And probably the coolest record, let's face it, was probably that River City Rebels, Headed to Hell.
Funny story. I was on YouTube the other day. My mom was over. We were cooking dinner. And we played it on the TV. And I was scrolling through looking for something. And it actually popped up with River City Rebels. And Mom said, "Isn't that Dan's band?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "You ever listen to him?" "No." So she's like, "Well, turn on a song." We landed on Small Town Pride. And she was like, "It's not actually that bad. I enjoy it." And I was like, "Sure, Mom."
Well, that's nice.
And then she listened to a few of them. And she was like, "Wow. That's not bad." And I was like, "Nah, he's alright."
It's not bad.
That's coming from a woman who's, Elton John and Queen and stuff like that, so.
Well, I mean, I love those things too, so maybe that's why. But, well, so that's nice that you got to experience it, and your mom got to experience, and Lincoln obviously is going to experience some of that stuff too. Lincoln, thanks so much for the submission. You keep collecting, keep doing what you're doing. Last submission this week is from a fellow YouTuber, MC Mur. I love MC Mur.
I don't know him.
You don't know him, but he's wonderful. He's a musician, but his channel, he does a lot of reviews. He'll get like limited edition stuff, like this 8-Bit Armies, he would have bought it in day one, popped it open, and maybe even played it a little bit. That's what he does, which is cool because then you know right away if you want to get it, invest it. So he submitted his pickup, so we're going to take a little watchy of that one right now.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? MC Murr here for Rebel Gaming Club, and it is about time for me to show you my submission for the worst pickup show. Fantastic stuff. Well, I think so, and it's something that has not yet been shown on an episode of the MC Murr Show, something I acquired pretty recently. A copy of College Slam for the Sega Genesis, a sports game, but wait a minute, if you know what this is, it's the NCAA version of NBA Jam, and you know that's fun. NBA Jam was always hot, it was always a good time, and I already had this loose, but here's a perfect, and I mean perfect, now look at this thing, perfect copy of this thing, complete in box, got it for $1.50. It doesn't look like anyone ever even used this, and literally they did not use it. The cartridge has nothing on it that would suggest that it was ever put into a system. I had to compare it to my other loose copy just to make sure. I mean, it wasn't a fake. I mean, God, who would fake a sports game? But God, it just looked too mint to be for real. No one ever played this. $1.50. I mean, and you know, it's an upgrade. Yeah, I already had it, but fantastic. We'll take it. Cool stuff. Even cooler, I was able to show it to you right here on Rebel Gaming Club's worst pickup episode, whatever number this is. So, fantastic. MC Murr signing off.
Dang gummit! MC Murr, I got the same game!
Never. Is it like NBA Jam?
College Slam is like NBA Jam.
Then I'm in.
It's pretty much a clone, and good on you, Murr, for picking that up, because this is a really fun game. Yeah, I don't know if I have much more to say other than Murr's bringing the production. I don't know if you saw those cuts, the job. I mean, come on, Murr. You put your own music in there. You saved me all kinds of work this week. If you guys haven't checked out MC Murr, make sure to. Down below, I'll link him. Wonderful channel.
Yeah, give them love. Spread the love.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And some more of you guys did the tag challenge that I asked a few weeks back. Linda just did it up. And also, datgamecollector also did it up. I'm going to link them all down below because I think I messed up last week and forgot to do that. So 3 have done it so far, so that's very cool. And Sharktendo just did it as well.
Well, that's a good... We're getting steam, guys.
Yeah, that is cool, and hopefully it keeps moving and the community's talking, and I'm just loving everything right now. I'm loving life.
Yeah, life is good.
Life ain't bad. So guys, that's going to wrap up this week's episode. Hopefully you had a good time with us, and we'll be back next week
Hell yeah.
with another pickup video.
I love it.
Until then, do what you do.
Toodaloo.